I'm not even that mad at Darren Wilson. And here's why. He's a bad actor, but they're always bad actors. I'm mad at the system. And this is what I've been trying to rail against. And this is when people complain about, oh, you know what? White guys got shot by black cops too in Utah, and no one got mad about that. Well, look, we would get mad about that if that becomes a systemic problem, okay? But as far as we know, it's not one. And again, I'm not saying that I don't care about Michael Brown or the suffering of families who suffer at the hands of bad actors all the time. Of course I do. But my point is, if we take away Darren Wilson from the equation here, it's not as if problems are solved. There will be another Darren Wilson. So that's my point. My point is we need to fix the system.
I agree.
So that people like Darren Wilson don't become police officers, and to the extent that they do become police officers, there's a level of accounting where we weed them out, or we give them better training, and we do better as a society. Because again, I worry less. That's why I'm not as mad at the looters. Okay, yeah, the looting is bad. I get it. Groups of individuals acting badly. But we need to have a system that encourages good behavior, discourages bad behavior. Right now, the system is broken, badly broken. And it's a criminal justice system that's terrible, that's completely biased and racist and biased against poor people, whether you're black or white. We have a political system that's completely corrupt, just utterly corrupt. We have an economic system and financial system that is completely rigged. So we have all these systems that are just badly broken, and that leads to systemic injustice, and that to me is a far greater crime than any one incident. But of course we have to look at the incident, and that it humanizes everything, so I get that too.
Well, I think this is the other hard part about it. All those things you laid out are a problem with our society. So to convince society to stop thinking that certain people are on this lower level of it, because you can hire any police officers. Black police officers have killed black guys before.
That's right.
Latino police officers have killed black guys before. And so they have this mentality of shoot first in general. But when in the back of your mind you assume that there's a lower level of person in your society, you'll shoot them even a lot quicker. They've shot white guys and Latinos too. But when they shoot them, they wait a little longer because they do value their lives more. Or they think they're not as dangerous because we've been told so many times. And 18th time I've said this. Black folks who don't know whatever black guys out here walking around menacingly as they think they're dangerous too. Black people are afraid of other black people because the whole society has been convinced that this group of people is scary and dangerous, even their own folks that are like them. So the hard part is changing the minds of society and believing it. It's been so systemic and so, from TV to radio to music to video games. We complained about video games and stuff before. Our society is just, it's permeated that these folks are dangerous. So even if you're a cop who's like, I'm just going down to check out this scene, and you see a black guy run across, you don't go, ha, been wanting to kill a black guy all day. You just go, oh shit, that guy is scary. How do you change that?
That's exactly
the hard
right.
part.
Because I don't.
And no one believes black people when they say, hey, you know, that guy isn't necessarily dangerous. They go, oh, please, please. Because we've been convinced, and that's what's hard to change.
Yeah, so that's exactly right, JR. And I don't believe Darren Wilson sat around thinking, man, I can't wait to kill a black guy. Oh, there's a big black guy there. Let me go kill him. He never thought that. That's why in Darren Wilson's mind, he's not racist. He's not a bad guy. He just did his job. But you're right. In Darren Wilson's mind, he sees a big black kid. And he's probably up to no good. Let me go check out what's going on. And then in this particular instance, things escalated way out of control.
Yeah, but I do want to know, I don't believe at all what he's saying about exactly how it escalated. I'm not saying it's like Dorian Johnson said it was, but I think that both of them are often in important ways.
I don't believe Darren Wilson either.
Can I just make one point about Steve? Steve, you've made great points. But I just think we can do both. I can be upset at a racist murdering cop, and I can also be upset at the corporate media and the tool that it hires in George Stephanopoulos, who then provides a platform for that racist murdering cop to look like a choir boy and to push back so weakly and ineffectively. Jon Stewart, during the financial meltdown, went after Jim Cramer, who's a financial guy. And when Jim Cramer came on, Jon Stewart knew more about the fucking stock market than he did. George Snuffleupagus doesn't know half as much about the case that I did yesterday. And he's got all the resources of ABC, so we can do both.
You're right.
And as
You're
far as being upset at the looters, I'm not mad at those people. I'm not mad at any. By the way, I don't think that who knows who started the fires? It could have just as easily been the cops. If it's consistent with their criminal behavior, they're just as criminal as the people. Also, half those fires are probably insurance fires. So I'm not really mad at those people. And most of the people were being peaceful. How that wasn't worse, I have no idea. That's what I would say. I would keep my ire and anger for the powerful.